Can I do weird voices?
Yeah, absolutely. Highly encouraged weird voices. Good morning, everyone. We are going to the International Detroit Auto Show, or the International Auto Show in Detroit, I guess is how it is. And I'm going with my best friend Brad.
Yep.
Hey, this is Brad.
I would look, but I'm driving.
Yeah, he's driving. He's being responsible. I'm in and out of the sun as we do, so I apologize for the camera. But we are going. I'm super excited. I'm all dressed up in my little bow tie, and it's the VIP business day, right?
Yep. Industry preview.
Yeah. So Brad got me the hookup, so we're gonna see all the new cars, all the new things, self-driving cars. We're gonna see flying cars. If you don't know about the Detroit International Auto Show, it's the biggest auto show in the world. And it's not only, like, I'm not a car guy, but this is an event. Like, this is the thing to go see. If you live in Michigan and you haven't gone, you're missing out. I love going. I always recommend dressing up because it just makes the event so much more fun. So I am super excited to go today. So that's what we're doing. I'm vlogging. So let's hopefully show you some cool stuff. But we're on our way to Detroit. So we are sitting in line to get our car valeted. And that is Canada right over the water. Fun fact, during the Prohibition, that's Windsor, and there's a tunnel under the river. And during Prohibition, they would smuggle liquor on barrels that were attached to the outside of the tunnel, and they called it the Detroit-Windsor funnel. And that's where, like, Canadian whiskey and everything, they would smuggle it under the water, like in submarine on a pulley system, and it was right along this strip here. So fun little fact, a little history of Detroit you may not know, but yeah, we're gonna be going to Cobo soon, so super pumped. So we're on the People Mover. It's look at that, that's it, about to blend out. It's Detroit's like L. It's a thing. It's fancy. It's not fancy. Look at this. So it's just a piece of acrylic, but it's like a person talking to you. Isn't that wild? That's so cool. Creepy, but cool. All right, so we're here now at the AutoZone. We are gonna grab a quick bite. There's like all these vendors down this row. Of course you're not focusing on my face. Why would you? Why would you want my face? There we go. Hey guys. So we're going down here. There's a lot of cool stuff, just like little stands, and then we're gonna go in after we grab a quick bite. But we are at Cobo Hall. We are at the International Detroit Auto Show. So lots of cool stuff, lots of previews. Brad's here. Say hi, Brad.
Hey, what's up?
Hey. So this is it. We just walked in through the gates. This is the first thing we're seeing. Like, this is the International Auto Show. Look how huge that is. I love conventions. I get so excited. I bet you won't. Fancy electric cars. There's a ton of electric cars. A lot of the cars are really pretty. Like, they let you sit in them if they're not like over 200,000. But they're really pretty. Like, I'm a huge fan of how a lot of the cars are. They do such a good job. Like, look at the lighting setup. Like, every car has its own light rig, so it's kind of cool. Really kind of cool. What do you think, Brad?
I want to be that guy that just comes around and dusts them off all day.
Yeah, let me just excuse me, sir, let me just This is gorgeous, though.
Winning. So we're sitting here with the BMW Benda version.
Right.
The executives in Germany actually let Alex design his own car.
I picked the color, so that's my also love your phone. Yes, please. This is Volkswagen's version of a driverless car. So you can see the steering wheel kind of tucks away. They've got all that legroom down there. There's not really a center console. It's wicked wide. Like, might as well go back to the bench seating and put a bed in there, because that is amazing. I like the heads-up display. I wonder how that display does in an accident, though. Like, I feel like that's not going to survive an airbag. But hopefully it doesn't need one, right? Like, that's the...
Yeah.
So that's the goal. That's wicked cool, though. It's got 4 sensors on the top, it looks like. Kind of cool wheels. A little different. They got some VR over there that you get to try it out. So, living in the future.
20-inch rim.
So we are doing the Vive virtual reality of driving a driverless car. And as you can see, people are like touching buttons and doing things. So Brad's going first to tell me how it is, because I'm chicken, but I'll be doing it right after him, hopefully. So we'll see how that plays out.
Hopefully Kayla's not jealous. He's going to a cafe with a nice Spanish woman.
Brad's picking out his next car for his driver. In the back seat, you can see he's got full control of the radio, something I would never give my children. And oh look, we have a volunteer. So it's actually a pretty nice car. This is the Genesis. They're really nice. I'm a big fan of their logo,
They're getting to the point though where they're not that much.
So this is Nissan's X-Motion, which is kind of cool because they use a lot of 3D printed parts, and like the inside's wild. Like there's just a bar that goes through the middle and just floats there, you know? Slide drinks back to your compadres. It's an interesting concept. I like how open it is.
Look at the full length.
Oh, display? Yeah. It's always fun to come here and be like fascinated, but then also like look at it and be like, those tire rims seem really impractical, as Brad was pointing out, and rightly so. Like, if you hit a curb with that, like look, the tire is covered by the rims. So like if you hit a bump real hard, boom, rim gone. So these are Toyota TRDs, and Brad pointed out, and I'm really bummed now because I can't look at them the same. They say turd, and there's tons of versions. Like that one's a turd, the one over there's a turd, and I love Toyotas, but now I just see turd everywhere. Thanks, Brad.
My bad.
Thanks. So this is a really cool futuristic car, but again, highlighting new tech. But you'll notice the absence of cup holders. And also, if you spill Coke, that is gonna show up. You cannot go in that car with dirty feet. That will not make it in Michigan. But super cool. I like the rims on the back. That's kind of, well, I like it because it's different. I don't think it's practical, but it's cool.
You're noticing the ambient lighting coming from behind.
Right, you see that? So people know I'm going fast. That's what that's for.
Ooh, he's red.
Ooh, I do. And look at the lights on the floors go back and forth. That's cool. But yeah, that's the cool thing about the futuristic cars. It's like a fashion show. It's pretty, it's not practical. No cup holders. Betamax is a car. Pretty. Look, it's blinking. Oh my gosh, it does have eyes. Did you see that?
Yeah, he acknowledged you.
He did. He's like, I've been found out. All right, Brad. See who wins the best time. And he's off. He's gunning. All right, look at his palms weak, arms, or what is it? Palms sweaty, knees weak, mom spaghetti. Going down. Look at that articulation. The chair rumbles. That's pretty sweet. Ooh, off the track, Brad, off the track. Don't let me get in your head, Brad, but you're not doing too well. Oh boy, oh boy, oh no, you're losing it, you're losing it. Oh boy. All right, he is admittingly doing better now.
He's about to realize it's not as easy as it looks. Or maybe he's just a way better driver than me. I'm not sure yet.
Oh man, that rumble adds something to it.
I forgot that Alex is a semi-professional video game player. Oh, I'm sorry, professional video game player. I thought he was limited to role-playing games, but apparently he's also a sports games gamer.
I mean, it helps when the trend.
I'm gonna have to reach out to some of my old friends in Indianapolis, see if I can't get him in an Indy car.
I should have braked.
I jinxed him.
So that was really cool. What they don't tell you is that the steering wheel fights back, so it's not like power steering. It fought back, and so while you're bouncing around on hydraulics, the thing is just fighting you. But pretty sure I won.
Yeah, he definitely won.
Pretty sure I won.
I spent more time in the grass than on the track.
When it says brake, you have to brake. Do not think you're smarter than the assistants. That's
I should have done the 2-foot driving.
that did help, right? The emergency brake. But all right, so now we're gonna continue on and find some new cars. So some people just make models of it. They'll actually let you drive the car. Here goes. This is a a really cool display they've got going on. They're using like construction steel beams. God, I'd love to design something like that. Look how cool that is. We're just arguing, how do we think they got it up there since they can't drive it? My bet is crane, but that seems a little crazy. And then Brad had a very logical choice, which was they probably can lift those on hydraulics, which I was like, that makes much more sense. So Ford has a build your own Lego race guy, and so we're obviously waiting in line to build our own Lego race guy, because we need them. I'm gonna put mine in like a truck or something, take some sweet pics, make an action movie, get famous, end up in the Lego movie, get all the royalties. That's how it's gonna work out. So I made me and Kayla little Lego people, and we are standing at the racetrack for Ford. This is really cool that they did this, and we have like uniforms that are monogram. I gave myself a little hat, but you can see without it, I am bald. They did not have bald guy with beard, and I figured the beard was a little more important than the bald, or than the glasses, I mean. So they had bald with beard, but not bald with glasses. So yeah. And then Brad made his whole sweet little family.
And then if you want to
So there you go. Oh, come on, focus on. Look how cute. So look at us thinking about our loved ones. We're good people. We're not just having fun for ourselves. So Brad, my navigator, is helping me find one of the companies we actually make promotional products for is here, and they're handing out stuff, so we are going to find them. But we don't know how to read this map because they're not in the main showroom.
I think they wrote it in French.
Yeah.
It's an international auto show, after all.
Right, you know, and that's why Brad here is saving my life. He's helping me get this figured out. So, lead the way, Brad. Lead the way.
Doesn't bother me at all.
Can you guys see the steps? The worst carpeting. The worst. So, this booth is really cool because this is the booth that we actually supplied some of the promotional stuff, and we do a lot of work with them at other stuff, the CES shows and everything. So we made these, and it's really cool. So I'm really happy to be here and actually get to meet them. So, of course, my alma mater, University of Michigan, uses Velodyne LiDAR, which is awesome because that's one of our suppliers that we just talked about. So small world, that's super cool. So this is where the real cool stuff is down here on the side where not a lot of people are, because this is all the tech that they're trying to sell to the auto industry. So for me, I think it's like way cooler because it's like, this is the braking tech. This is the stuff that's not even in the cars yet. They're trying to be like, hey, we can do this cool thing. So definitely think this is the more fun area to look, but we are about to head out to go get some grub. Oh, by the way, all of this is not sponsored, but thanks to Comcast. So Brad works at Comcast, they paid for my ticket. This is so cool of them that we got to go on the industry night. So just a little shout out, they're not paying or doing anything, they didn't even know I was doing this. But I just wanted to say that's, you know, really cool. So thanks Comcast. So this is why it's so cool. Like, look at that drone. Vertical liftoff flight, totally automated by SpaceX. Like, that's wicked awesome. All right, guys, so that was the Detroit International Auto Show. It was a ton of fun. Again, it was super fun having dinner with everyone. We got to meet a lot of cool companies next to us while we were eating dinner that were all Comcast, you know, people who were invited by Comcast to that dinner as clients. It was a great time. I really had an awesome time. I can't thank Brad enough. Can't thank Brad for driving. Free drinks. So, I mean, lemonade. It's only lemonade. But I've lost my voice because it's been such a great day. Unfortunately, I gotta wake up and go back to work again tomorrow. But tomorrow should be Kayla taking the vlog for me. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Do all the boring stuff that everyone else tells you to do if you like what we do. Otherwise, you know, I'll see you guys later. Check it out. Bye.